Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It's the 12th of February, and on today's podcast, we'll be discussing celebrities and how this is a dying breed. As we can see here from spectator.us, the age of celebrity is dead. The internet has killed the Hollywood star, and nothing could be more true. We all know from 17 telling us and showing us what actually is taking place in Hollywood. People are really starting to wake up to this, and it is a dying breed, as we know that the Oscars fell to an all-time low rating score. I mean, guys, this is just going to get lower and lower until it is eradicated. And what could be better than that? Also coming at us from Layla Mickelwaite. Please follow her on Twitter. And this is very, very disturbing, friends. And this needs to be put out there into the collective consciousness. Pornhub's official Twitter account admitted that they verified the 15-year-old girl who was trafficked and you know what, in 58 videos that were uploaded to the site. Shortly after realizing they admitted complicity, they deleted the tweet, but it was already cached everywhere. This is it. And my friends, we all know that the porn industry is worth probably $1 trillion. We all know there's a lot of trafficking involved, and a lot of underage people are involved on those sites, my friends. But before we get into any of this and more, we have memes, we have a lot of news to catch up on, and it's going to be a great podcast. But before we do that, guys, would you please welcome my sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Noble Gold, and what they are offering for the month of February. Did you know that Noble Gold clients have seen a 14% uptick in their silver profits? That's giant, my friends, and you can get in on the action as well by calling this number right here. You want them to take care of your retirement, to look into your IRA or 401k plans? They do that too. They'll take care of you, and I trust them, and you should too. So again, my friends, call this number right here so that you are taken care of today. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. We just hit 11,000 subscribers, so thank you to each and every one of you. Also, would you please go ahead and click that notification bell so when I post a video to this channel, you will be the first to know. And finally, friends, would you please go ahead and smash that like button. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So again, the age of the celebrity is dead. The internet has killed the Hollywood star, right? We don't look up to these people anymore. The fact that Brad Pitt gets up there and opposes impeachment and bashes our president day in and day out, they all do. They're part of a cult. We all know it. We all know what takes place in Hollywood. If you think about Harvey Weinstein, if you talk about anything to do with that death cult, my friends, it is dark and disturbing. A lot of propaganda, a lot of blackmail. It is a cult. It says here, come friendly bombs and fall on Hollywood. It isn't fit for doing good. Another year, another dreadful Oscar. Another round of moral lectures from the beautiful people. It's all so tiresome. The only reason most people pay attention to these irritating award ceremonies is precisely so they can be irritated. So, there was a vegan theme at this year's Academy Awards. So the show had no host. So Brad Pitt is angry about impeachment. So someone said workers of the world unite. So Joaquin Phoenix is mad in all senses, and we're going to get into that later, guys. I have a thread on Joaquin Phoenix that will blow your mind about what mankind is doing to the animal kingdom. So Natalie Portman, in what she called, in quote, my subtle way, had the names of the women directors who weren't nominated for awards sewn into her dress. Ugh. So what? All these people are ridiculous. Nothing they say makes any difference to anything. Actors are increasingly aware, thanks in part to Ricky Gervais' wonderful ribbing of them at the Golden Globes, that nobody cares what they think. At some unconscious level, these actors must know that they don't really know anything about politics or the real world. They can't admit this to themselves. Of course, human nature being what it is, so they double down. They convince themselves that any angry reaction to their moralizing is an indication that they have dared to speak truth. How brave they are. And so the infuriating cycle continues. Actors end up almost trolling the public, and the public trolls them back on social media. The Oscars have always been fundamentally ill, but 10 years ago they were still a major event. Celebrities still lecture people in their annoying, self-congratulatory way, but they had more cultural capital. People listened when they spoke, and that slightly restrained their sanctimonious ways. Now, they are just howling into cyberspace, ever more desperate to be heard. Industry bores will tell you that the audience viewing figures were up last year 29.6 million viewers, and yes, ABC sold their precious advertising spots for lots of money. But on Sunday night, they only got 23.6 million. In 2000, the audience was 44.6 million and 41 million in 2010. So the pattern is one of decline. The internet has killed the Hollywood star. Fame has been disrupted, and Andy Warhol got it slightly wrong when he said that in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. In fact, thanks to social media, everybody is famous to at least 15 people. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook mean we don't have to ogle stars anymore. We are too busy ogling ourselves. Yes, different types of celebrities have grown online. The influencers, the YouTubers, the streamers, and they too will try to use their position to grandstand. But the age of the celebrity, my friends, of mass entertainers mattering as anything other than entertainment is dying, and it won't be missed. How true is that, guys? No one is looking up to these people. They are crazy. Whether it's Meryl Streep or Bette Midler or any of these people, Brad Pitt, right? These people are crazy. They're not normal. They don't know how to get on the same level as a normal human being, right? They just don't. They're living in their own world. They're blackmailed. They are on adrenochrome. They are part of a death cult. There's nothing else I can say more to that. There's no amount of times of how much I can reiterate that. These people are not good people. And the fact that they are dabbling into politics and trying to get us to think one way is insane. They don't even have a conscious clue as to what's going on. But remember, as I was regarding earlier to Joaquin Phoenix, check out this decode, my friends. Mind-blowing. All right, guys, remember I was talking, when I was reading that article, I was talking about how Joaquin Phoenix was upset about how we treat the animal kingdom. Well, check out this decode that makes so much sense to me. Joaquin Phoenix's speech was very revealing. In quote, "We feel, or are made to feel, we champion different causes. They are the seed of Cain. We are the children of God. Two different species, two different causes." So, basically how this is going to break down is it'll say his quote and then what he really means. Remember, these people talk in code. They're not dumb. They're part of a cult. They know how to speak to one another so that it goes under the radar, so it's kept behind the veil, but not for long. Whether we're talking about gender, inequalities, androgens, or racism, seed of Cain is different race, or queer rights, or indigenous rights. We are indigenous, they are alien species. Or animal rights, we are animals to them. We're talking about the fight against injustice. We are talking about the fight against the belief that one nation, one people, one race, one gender, or one species has the right to dominate, control, and use and exploit another with impunity. This is what he means. He's talking about their nation, their people, their race, their one adrenogender species. We go into the natural world and plunder it for its resources. He's talking about U.S. human resources. They plunder our bodies and our minds. To artificially inseminate a cow, and when she gives birth, we steal her baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. And then we take her milk that's intended for her calf, and we put it in our coffee and in our cereal. Artificially inseminating a cow, we are the cattle to them. He's talking about human breeding programs and taking the babies. As far as the rest of the quote, he may be talking about how they put the aborted fetuses into our food. We fear the idea of personal change because we think we have to sacrifice something, to give up something. He's talking about the literal sacrifice. If you want to make it in Hollywood, you must sacrifice your firstborn, you'll understand soon, because he ties this in at the end. But human beings at our best are so inventive and creative and ingenious. I think that when we use love, compassion as our guiding principles, we can create, develop, and implement systems of change that are beneficial to all sentient beings in all the environment. This is what he means. The elite are screwed. Their time is up. This speech is a message to them that this crap is over, and he's delivering a message to them. It's about the new world to come without them. He says beneficial to all sentient beings, meaning us too, not just their reptilian bloodline. Joaquin then goes on to talk about how he's been given a second chance and redemption. It's my feeling that he's turned against the cabal, and in the closing line he tells us why. It has to do with the sacrifice I mentioned above. In his closing lines, he begins to stutter and tear up. Then he says this, in quote, "When he was 17, signaling this message is from you-know-who, my brother wrote this lyric, 'Run to the rescue with love and peace will follow.'" Joaquin speaks of his brother River Phoenix, who died young of a drug overdose. His brother was sacrificed. Unbelievable, guys. Do you see what I'm looking at, right? You see what I'm reading to you? These people are talking in code. Hollywood is breaking down. They know what he's talking about. He's signaling to us as well, and he's probably, who knows what's going to happen to him, right? He was a massive star this year, and I'm sure he's fed up with it. Hollywood is dying out. These people are being exposed. He's well aware of it. If something happens to him, you'll absolutely know why. So, my friends, let's go ahead and finish up and go into this article about trafficking on porn sites. All right, guys, coming at us from Layla Mickelwaite. Please follow her. She says here, Pornhub's official Twitter account admitted that they verified, in quote, the 15-year-old girl who was trafficked and you-know-what in 58 videos that were uploaded to the site. Shortly after, realizing they admitted complicity, they deleted the tweet, but it was already cached elsewhere. This is it. As we can see here from Pornhub, we see she is a verified model with valid ID. We are working with authorities on the ongoing investigation and will update once we know more. And we can see here, hey Lux, they did sell videos through Model Hub, right? I'm concerned that people may have purchased CP and are now in serious trouble. This is from Pornhub's Model Help and updates on Twitter. This is what they posted again, right? CP, child what? You know what. Guys, this is very damaging. We all know how much money that these sites bring in. Trillions of dollars, guys. And we all know what this does to the collective consciousness. It's very bad for people to watch this stuff. It really dumbs you down. If you actually look, guys, at a CT scan of the brain with someone with Alzheimer's and somebody who's been addicted to pornography, the pornography brain is actually damaged worse. And that, my friends, you can research right now. Pause this video right now and look that up. Pornhub actually admitted multiple times that they verified, guys, the 15-year-old girl who was you-know-what and trafficked on their site and subsequently deleted all of their tweets. But all of them were cached, right? Holy smokes, my friends. As you can see, all of these tweets were archived all the way down, right? More and more. Then we can see Twitter.com, what I read you earlier, a 15-year-old girl who had been missing for a year was just found because she is featured in 58. This girl was missing, and she was featured in 58 visited videos hosted by Pornhub. Guys, and again, more archived right here. Just letting you know there's truth. You can zoom in all you want. Then we can see here, at Jessica Starling. Hey Jessica, she was a verified model with valid ID. We are working with authorities on the ongoing investigation. This is insane, guys. They're in a lot of trouble, friends. This is from February 10th, 2 days ago. People have been calling me on to start a petition to shut down Pornhub and hold its executives accountable. Here it is. Please sign it. And guys, I will leave this thread in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. So, again, Pornhub will allow anyone to upload with just an email address and will, in quote, verify anyone with a photo and a piece of paper with a username written on it. No government ID issued or required. This means the company is intentionally aiding trafficking of children and trafficking of adults. Unbelievable. And as we can see here, hey, get verified on Pornhub. What is verification? As part of our ongoing efforts to make Pornhub the world's biggest tube site, we offer a free identity verification service. Become a Pornhub verified to prove that you are real, stand out, and attract more attention from other Pornhub community viewers. Unbelievable. What is a verification image? A photo of you holding up, this is all it is, holding up a sign with your username in Pornhub.com written on it, or write it on your body. So again, anyone can grab a young boy, grab a young girl, and just put them in front of a camera and be like, you're going to do this or I'm going to kill you. This is so easy for some sick human being to do this, and they will get tons of money, right? CP is huge on the internet, friends. This is one of the deepest, darkest things that's out there, guys, and it makes and brings in a lot of money. So they say here, what do I need to do to verify my identity? All you need is a Pornhub account. That probably takes a minute and a half to create. It's probably like a Twitter account. An avatar uploaded to your account and verification image uploaded via the uploader below. All verification images are totally private, only seen by Pornhub staff and stored securely, right? Gross. And as you can see here, boom, accepted verification images. The following verification images would be accepted. Who knows how old these people are? No one knows. No one knows, right? You could throw anyone up there, write anything down, and they're verified. And then they're put on show for millions and millions of people to watch, right? Thus, prolonging this sick mentality of CP addiction, right? Right. Another story out yesterday. A 14-year-old girl named Rose held at knife point, and you know what, for 12 hours, and her crime scene videos uploaded to Pornhub, who profited off of her trauma and abuse. This is true. Even after pleading for their removal, Pornhub took no action. And again, this is left in the description box as well. I was, you know what, at 14. The video ended up on a porn site. They didn't take it down. They didn't care. This is unbelievable, guys, and we must bring this to the forefront. This is extremely dangerous, guys. So, my friends, I know this was a short podcast, very dark, but we need to get this out there. This is part of the awakening process. We've got to tell people to stop going to these sites, stop worshiping Hollywood, and things will get a lot better for the rest of us. Bet your bottom dollar. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting, and don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal, Patreon. We have a P.O. Box and True Reporting merch. Guys, always know God is in control and everything will work out just fine. I will talk to you tonight from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we have a live call-in show. We have so much to talk about. Jesse Smollett being indicted. How hilarious is that? 17 has been posting, so we have a lot to catch up on, and I will see you tonight, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.